Welcome, everybody. Sportsbook Review. This is the Odds Couple. I'm Mike Brenner. It's March 29th. We're filming today, all right, for Thursday's games in basketball, college and NBA. And Pistol Pete, who's out of the studio today, getting some well-needed rest, he'll be back tomorrow. But Joe Gavassi is on the other line. We're going to break down a very, very interesting NIT game, Georgia Tech versus TCU. Now, both of these teams cashed for me last night. I had them both. I felt very confident with them both. This is going to be a tough battle, but the reason I'm enjoying the fact that we can lean on Joe Gavassi is one of his old-time buddies, Jamie Dixon. That's right, used to be the coach of Pittsburgh. He took over TCU, turned that team around amazingly, and has not looked back. So I'm getting ready to hear a breakdown that's going to make nothing but sense and probably going to be the winner. So with that being said, Joe, I know the relationship with you and Jamie Dixon. Does TCU have enough energy and gas in the tank to get it done against Georgia Tech, who surely looked sharp last night?
Well, you hit the nail on the head. Jamie Dixon, one of the reasons why I'm projecting TCU to cover this spread. But before I can tell you that story, let's take a little background check of these teams, each of whom finished in the bottom half of their respective conferences, the two best conferences in the nation this year, and each of whom are first-year coaches at new jobs despite plenty of experience in the NCAA. Pastner coached at Memphis and did an adequate job before getting dumped last year, fortunate to wind up at Georgia Tech, where the Engineers were picked to finish last in the ACC. There were several stunning upsets for Tech along the way, and they wind up in the NIT final, an admirable job done by Pastner. Georgia Tech does it on the defensive end of the floor, top 10 in that respect, and they showed it by holding down Bakersfield, one of the hot offensive teams in the field last night. TCU has more offensive balance, and they're led by Jamie Dixon, to whom you alluded, coached at Pitt for 15 years, taking the Panthers while playing in the Big East and the ACC to the NCAA 13 of the 15 years. A great accomplishment. Now Jamie goes back home to Fort Worth and looks to rebuild the Frogs program, who won just 12 games last year. Now with 23 wins, some think the Frogs are overachieving. I think they're right where they should be. Great marquee matchup on the interior between Lammers of Georgia Tech, one of the nation's best shot blockers and truly an NBA prospect, and Brodzianski of the Horned Frogs, who likes to float to the perimeter. And that could be the matchup edge that helps TCU in this one, as he can pull Lammers out of the paint, where he clearly prefers to be, swatting away shots. The other edge is on the pine. Love Jamie Dixon in this role with all that success in postseason play and at Pitt over Josh Pastner, who has clearly proven anything at this level of competition. Lay the 3.5 with the Frogs in this one as they get the NIT title in Jamie Dixon's first year in Fort Worth, his alma mater, TCU.
Yeah, Joe, I just don't think I could go the other way. I got to stick with you on TCU. And again, you know, this is I just think it's a big contrast in actually, you know, styles of play and strength of schedule. Even though Georgia Tech, you know, they had some tough battles. I like it. I think the coaching experience is going to win out. And I agree also, Pastner, who couldn't get it done at that level, was very lucky to get this job here at Georgia Tech. And obviously he's done well with it. He has embraced that opportunity. But I like it. I think TCU is too focused in. I don't think they're overachieving whatsoever. I totally agree. I think they're doing exactly what they're supposed to be doing, and that's what happens when athletes buy into what a coach is selling, and that coach lets these guys know, hey, you're better than you even think, and even though that you don't believe it now, you will. Goes a long way. All right, viewers. Hey, Joe, before we wrap up, why don't you give the viewers a well-deserved plug for your webpage?
Yeah, we've turned it over a little bit, Mike. We're now calling it Joe Gavassi Sports. Joe Gavassi Sports. It has the same information up there. Very, very easy to use although. One of the new things we've added is my story about my 6% plays, which are now over 75% on over 100 plays. You can read about that on the 6% play tab at Joe Gavassi Sports. Enjoy the site, enjoy the winning.
Okay, Joe, as always, thank you so much. Viewers, you heard it. TCU minus 3.5 to get it done, NIT style for the championship game. Joe, thanks a bunch. I look forward to talking to you again real soon, my friend.
Well, this episode of The Odds Couple is over. But if you give us a like and click SBR's logo at the bottom of the screen to subscribe, then you'll get all the upcoming videos as soon as they come out. And don't forget to take advantage of our website. There's free picks, live betting lines, and sportsbook reviews and ratings guides, and a whole lot more. Check it out now.